welcome back or welcome to another video. So recently I've been looking back at my old videos and I found that two of my most popular videos I did last year were how to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and how to grow 10k on Instagram. If you are interested in watching them videos, I will leave a link down below, but I thought why not do an updated version. A lot has changed in a year. The Instagram app has changed a lot. There's a lot of new things like Reels, the algorithm, all of that. And I asked on my Instagram story that if anybody was sort of following me on there, if they would be interested in me doing an updated video. And I think it was like 80% yes to 20% no. I understand it's not for everybody, but I also left a little question box for if you wanted to submit something that you wanted me to specifically talk about. I hope I've covered everything. I have like made a list on my iPad of things to talk about, so if I keep looking down, it is because I'm trying to stick to like my schedule, like my tick list that I've put to make sure I cover everything for you guys. So I've put a range of different things. I've put Reels, hashtags, gaining more followers and better engagement. So I think I'll talk about them specifically in more detail because I have a lot to cover, and I will leave like the little thing down here where it tells you like the timestamps of anything. But I'm just going to start off by, I've put small tips, so little tips and tricks that I've found that have worked along the way. Just don't need a lot of explanation, but I thought I'd just bring them up. So my first tip I've put is post during your preferred time. So if you look on your Instagram insights and you go, I think it's settings, audience, and you scroll to the bottom, you can see when the majority of your followers are active, and you're going to want to post during that specific time because you're going to want to reach more of your audience and get them engaged. And the more of your audience that engage like within half an hour, then the more chance you have of your the more chance you have of your picture or anything being promoted a little bit further. Next one I put is tag your location. Now this can be anywhere. This can be London, Cheshire for me, anywhere you are. You can even post like specific places. So if you go to like Westfield, or if you go to the Trafford Centre, post that you're at Westfield, post that you're at the Trafford Centre, because if someone's searching that place and you are one of the top photos, then they'll be like, might be like, that photo's interesting. They might click on your profile and then they'll be like, I might follow this person. So tag your location, whether it be somewhere specific, like, I don't know, like strawberry picking, like spring and summer coming up. Tag it if you're at the Trafford Centre, tag it, or even if you're just at home, just tag like don't tag your like postcode, do you know what I mean? But tag your location, tag that you're in Cheshire, tag that you're in Sheffield, tag that you're in, I don't know many other places, London, I don't know, but you get the gist. Next I've put avoid filters and heavy editing. So stick to being candid and natural with your photos. Try and not have it like too forced and not authentic. Definitely avoid the heavy filters and heavy editing. Nobody wants to see a photo that's heavily edited. No brand is going to want to work with a person that posts heavily edited pictures that aren't themselves, that don't love themselves for who they are. Enjoy posting the pictures of yourself and how you love yourself. Avoid filters, so Snapchat filters, Instagram story filters, just get rid of them. Just, if you want to grow on social media, then people don't necessarily want to be seeing like, I don't know, a picture of like the dog filter, if that's still around. I don't know. I don't particularly use Snapchat a lot, so I don't know if the dog filter is still around, but if it is, get rid of it. My last small tip would be do content days. Do days that you're going to dedicate just for taking pictures, filming TikToks, filming Reels, doing a YouTube video, and smash it all out in one day. Get 5 pictures and then upload them during the week. Get all your content in one day and then set days you want to upload them. It just sort of helps by having everything sorted and in one place. You can even post them as drafts, like you can set a timer now, I think, to when you want it to be posted. It like sends you a reminder to post. But long story short, do content days, get all your pictures, all your videos, all your reels, anything you want, get it done, and then you can spread them out during the week. Okay, so that is it for the small tips. I'm gonna get into Reels first. So Reels is like one of the new things on Instagram. It's very heavily promoted. I feel like definitely for me, when I post a picture, it doesn't reach the majority of my audience, but when I post a reel, within like the first 30 minutes, it's already got 1,000 views by people that don't follow me. Like, I see people liking that don't even follow me. So there's like a little tip behind that. Post in the morning. I found that posting reels in the morning tends to be helpful. Usually I do like Instagram posts at 6 p.m, but when I post a reel in the morning, I find it to be quite beneficial. Then people are just getting up, getting ready for the day. I tend to do it between like 10 and 11 o'clock, no matter what day it is. When people are just getting up and about, they're starting the day, they might be still in bed scrolling on their phone, they might be having their breakfast scrolling through their phone. Do you know what I mean? So I found posting in the morning opposed to posting in the evening, it works a lot better too, because during the day it'll sort of reach more people as it goes on, whereas a picture, I find that when I post in the morning for a picture, it doesn't necessarily reach that people through the day if they're busy. The next point for reels is leave your phone for 30 minutes to an hour and don't open it. That is after you've posted. Now, I found this works really well, and I know that Instagram and other social media apps do this very naughty thing where they want to attract you to come back on your phone. So they'll send you notifications and they'll push it out to more people, so you keep getting more notifications to say like, come back on the app, open the app, we want you to be using the app. But yeah, post and then go off your phone, leave the app, exit off, like shut it down in the background, and then come back after an hour, and I bet you it's helped. So next I'm gonna touch a little bit on hashtags. Now, there is a lot of, not controversy, but not a lot of understanding about hashtags. A lot of people say put them in your captions, some people say put them in your comments, some people say smaller amount is better than a larger amount. So I'm gonna debunk some of those little myths and give my honest opinion on what works for me. I understand it's not going to work for everybody, but I'm just going to tell you what works for me personally. I found that the larger number of hashtags you use, the better. I haven't found that if I put them in my captions or if I put them in my comments, it works any different. So feel free to put them wherever, but definitely for me, posting, I think the maximum is 30 hashtags. All 30 hashtags, I do it in the comments, and just I put them in the comments just to hide them and just so they're not annoying. But I definitely use more, because I found that when I just use like a couple, your chances are sort of limited compared to when you use more, which links on to my other little tip is check how much that hashtag has been used. It's a bit hard for me to explain, but when you go to put a hashtag in and you put the hashtag and then you start typing and say like you found like fashion blogger, you'll be able to see that, I don't know, like 150,000, I don't know, probably more than that, people are using fashion blogger all the time, but maybe like 1 million, 2 million people have been using that hashtag. That is a hashtag you're going to want to use in compared to like, I don't know, local park, which might have 5 hashtags. People might have used that 5 times. Bit of a weird one, that one. But yeah, you're gonna want to find hashtags that have been used a lot, that get a lot of audience, that get a lot of traffic, that get a lot of people searching through that hashtag, having a look through that hashtag, getting like inspo from that hashtag, and you'll be able to find your own and what works best for you and what works best for your niche, if you're fashion, if you're skincare, etc, etc. But look for hashtags that mainly have a large amount of people using them, gets more traffic. I found that helps me the most. Okay, so next up on my little to-do list is gaining more followers. A few tips for getting more followers. So the first little bullet point I've put is interact with other creators. So like I said, if you're a fashion blogger, if you're a skincare blogger, if you, I don't know, do music, or you get the gist, like your niche, follow and support other creators that are of a similar account. It seems pretty straightforward, but what I mean by supporting is you'll find that if you like and comment and save their posts, then they will do the same for you, and it's sort of like helping each other in turn. Obviously, like, I'm not saying force it, but I'm saying just support other people, other like-minded creators, and I think you'll find not only does it help you and it help them, but you actually become quite close and you actually gain like a friendship from it, and you can rely on these people to comment and boost up your picture, and you do the same for them. It's sort of helping each other because let's be honest, social media at the minute and creators, it's very saturated. It's a very hard market to get into because there's a lot of people doing it. There's a lot of people that want to post their outfits, etc, etc. So supporting each other and supporting other creators not only helps you, but it helps them too, and I think you find you make friends from it. Another tip for gaining more followers I've put, interact with accounts that might like you. So what I mean by that is, obviously you have your creators that are like you and they post your pictures, but then you also have people that follow you and other creators, but they don't post themselves, like they don't create themselves. They're just sort of there to view. They're not, and take inspo, they're not creating their own content, basically is what I mean. And you're going to want to find them people, because those are the people that will follow, they will engage, they will take a liking to you or your content or anything like that. And the best way to do that is, like I said, being friends and engaging with other content creators, because they will see, oh, who's this person that's commented, or who's this person that shared this picture, and that will bring them to you. But also go looking for them. There's no harm in putting yourself out there, because Instagram doesn't put you out there necessarily. So there is no harm in you going to find those people, and the best way you can do that is looking through people who've commented on similar accounts, looking people who've liked posts of similar content to yours, and even people who follow similar accounts to yours. Like, go and interact with them, go and like some of their pictures, go and comment on a couple of their posts, go and put yourself out there, make yourself known, because if they see you liking and commenting on their picture in their notifications, then they might be like, who's this person? They click on you, they're like, oh my gosh, like, I love how this girl dresses, or I love what this girl's wearing in this picture, or how she's done her hair or her makeup, like stuff like that. And then they'll be like, I'm gonna follow, and I want to keep up to date with this person. I want to see what they're doing, I want to see what they're wearing, how they're doing the hair, the makeup, all that fun stuff. And the best way I found by doing that is active followers. So looking through other people's followers list and all that kind of stuff is super easy, but you have to be careful that Instagram does have like an action ban for that. You do need to limit yourself. If you're liking and commenting a lot, it will action block you, and you want to stay away from that. The best way to stay away from that is limiting, say 20 an hour. Don't do any more than that. Last but not least, my last subject, bullet point chapter, is better engagement. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, I love my engagement is the best, my engagement is through the roof, it's better than it ever has been, because it hasn't, okay? My engagement on pictures is shocking, it is ridiculous, and I don't think that is down to me, it's not down to my content, it's not down to my followers, it's purely Instagram. Because when back like 2 years ago, when I was just starting off, I had like 5, 6, 7,000 followers. My likes to comment ratio was a lot higher than what it is now, because now I'll be lucky if I get like 500 or 600 likes with what I think, oh, I'm coming up to 27,000 followers, which is ridiculously poor. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, lie and say my engagement is amazing, because it's not. And it's got to a point where I've turned off my likes because it stresses me out. Like, I'm thinking, is it because I look bad or my pictures are bad? And it's not. It's purely down to Instagram mainly promoting Reels, which gets onto my tip of prioritize Reels over posting. Now, I prefer to post pictures, but I also post Reels because I know Reels do better. Like I mentioned a bit earlier on in the video, that I can leave my phone for an hour and come back and all of these likes will be from people that don't follow me, in comparison to my posts barely ever gets any likes from people that don't follow me. That's just how it is. That's just Instagram's algorithm to prioritizing videos over pictures. So that would be my main tip for bettering your engagement, is post actively on Reels, because Instagram loves it. Also, for better engagement, interacting with other like creators, as I mentioned before, gets your likes up, gets your comments up, gets your saves up. Easy as, and in turn it works for them as well, because you're doing the same for them. My last tip for better engagement would be saves. So Instagram have got rid of the like sending feature for like EU regulations, but usually a couple of years ago comments were prioritized over likes, and then it was likes prioritized over comments, and now all of a sudden out of nowhere it's saved. I mean, it might go back to the likes and comments, but at the minute as I'm doing this video it is saves. But yeah, save your friends, save other content creators, get them to save yours, get your friends to save yours. If you're watching this and you're not a content creator, then saving content creators' pictures or anything like that definitely helps them. And I think a lot of people aren't aware of how much saves can actually benefit. Even if it's just like 10, I've noticed that if a video, say of mine, gets 30 saves and then another one gets 60 saves, the 60 saves did a lot better. I don't know why, it doesn't make any sense. Not many people know to do it, especially if they're not a content creator. They don't necessarily save it because it's a new silly random feature of Instagram's, but we just have to suck it up, don't we? So that is it for the video. I don't know how long this video will be. It's currently saying 19 minutes, which is a hell of a lot of editing for me to do, but if you enjoyed this video then please give it a huge thumbs up if you found it one bit remotely supportful, and if you're still watching, thank you so much. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. I upload 3 times a week, well I try my best to upload 3 times a week. Follow me on Instagram, which I'll leave here and linked below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope it was helpful, and I will see you all very soon for another video. Bye.